to life in the rowboat. Previously I shared with you the connection between the rowboat and the word grace, and we looked in depth at what grace has to do with the ark. And the word picture for grace is a fence that protects life. So I got to thinking, where else in Scripture do we find that same picture? So I was drawn to have a look at Genesis 2 verse 8, where we find the first mention of the word garden. And it's a fascinating discovery that you will find if you go to Genesis 2 verse 8 and look at the Strong's meaning behind the word garden. What you'll discover is that it actually means enclosed garden. And therein lies the connection between the word grace and the Garden of Eden. So when we talk about the rowboat in itself being a fence that protects life, we're also talking about God's heart desire for us to live in the context of his original garden, that garden that protected the life of his creation. And that's what I want to just share a little bit more with you today, because the word picture behind garden is to lift up life. And that really sums up what God's passion is. His passion is to lift up life. His passion is for us to live out the fullness of our purpose. And to that end, we see that when God planted the garden, that he planted with a purpose. He planted to see fruit. He planted so that each and every individual plant would fulfill its purpose in the whole ecosystem that God created. And when he created mankind, he had a purpose. And his heart desire is for each one of us to come back into that realization of Eden, where his desire is to lift up life, to lift up our life purpose. And that's the whole message behind Life in the Rowboat. It's an invitation to come back and to enter into life that lifts up your purpose. Another interesting insight is the fact that the name Eden actually means pleasure. So God's greatest pleasure is for us to live in the fullness of the unique purpose that he has placed in our very DNA. You are unique. You are truly unique. And God longs for that unique purpose to be released into the world, to be a blessing, an encouragement, and a strength for those around it. Again, talking about Eden as an ecosystem that God created, everything in that garden had its role to play. There was an interdependence that was built into the purposes that God placed in each plant, each animal, and indeed us as he created mankind. And so there's this real sense of cooperation and acknowledgement of the role that we each have to play. Which brings us back to the rowboat. If you're in a rowing aid, it's not just about your purpose, it's about the purpose of the whole crew. All of those who are rowing are working together. There's an interdependence with the other rowers, and that interdependence is governed by the coxswain. And I look forward to sharing with you more insights and more revelation about life in the rowboat. Be sure you visit my website, www.richardeagle.com, and I'd love the opportunity to visit with you. You may be part of a Bible study group, a cell group, a connect group, and if you'd like me to visit you via Skype, then please go to my website and contact me through the contact page, and we can talk about the possibility of making that happen. So bless you, and I'll see you next time in live in the rowboat. Bless you.